Arcade action shooters are a favorite of mine for sure, and I just got done playing a new one called Delta Squad. But should you be gathering your squad to be playing this one right away? Or is Delta Squad the opposite of delectable? Delta Squad is an arcade mission-based shooter, where it's top-down perspective, you're moving with one stick, aiming with the other, and then using the trigger buttons to fire. The game features 3 different types of troops to play as well as 5 levels with 10 missions in each. The game can be played up to 4-player local multiplayer, no online unfortunately, and it's actually a follow-up to a game I reviewed last year called Full Blast. And unfortunately, just like Full Blast, this one leaves a bit to be desired as it is very much uninspired. The game does feature 2 different modes, campaign and survival. The campaign has the 5 main levels and each one has multiple missions each. Unfortunately, a lot of the levels and enemies all look the same to one another, and even the missions you're completing in the levels are identical. It's destroy a certain number of enemies and then walk to another spot on the map, which will take you a while because these characters move at a snail's pace. And when you get there, it's either destroy like an oil tank or disarm a radar dish. It's really nothing exciting. It's just go from point A to point B over and over until you finally complete the mission. There are boss encounters in these levels as well. These are a bit challenging for sure, but honestly, everything in the game just felt kind of meh. Before jumping into the mission, you get to select which of the troops you want to play as. There's only 3 types in the game. There is varying stats, and I ended up finding the heavy character to be the best just because of that increased defense, even if they were really slow. It's one of those titles that will be more enjoyable with multiplayer for sure, so if you have some friends that can come over your place and play this one, you will get some enjoyment out of it, but if you're playing it as a single-player experience, I honestly recommend checking something else out. One plus is you can pick any of the main levels to start with, but since they all pretty much play the same, once you played one level, you pretty much played them all. The survival mode is pretty much what you would expect. You have a small version of each one of the game's maps, and you just take on wave after wave of enemies. I have played a lot of action games that are similar, twin-stick shooter style games, and there's just so many out there on the market. Delta Squad really didn't stand out in any way. From the technical side of things, thankfully there was no problems as far as glitching or crashing of any sort. Delta Squad is available on the PlayStation 4 for $4.99. It does feature a Platinum Trophy. The game is also available on the Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and PC. Overall, unfortunately, Delta Squad is pretty forgettable. As a single-player game, I really can't recommend checking it out. It is a bit more enjoyable with some friends, but you're probably going to end up getting bored with it way too quickly. With everything said, I'm going to be giving Delta Squad on the PlayStation 4 a 5 out of 10. That's going to wrap up this review, though. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.